Hi folks, my name is Marco. I'm kind of new to this whole YouTube posting video thing, so bear with me in case things don't go well. So yeah, just bear with me. So what I'm trying to do today is I'm building a woodshed. I've recently it's still in process, but we've completed a barn which is 30 by 50, and now I'm on to working on a woodshed. So I'm just going to quickly show you this. Just walk around the building here. You can see still have a few things to do on the barn. Let me just show you the woodshed. So this is the base for the woodshed. What I've done so far is I've filled up certain pots with gravel, sand, and then poured 3 inches of concrete pads on strategic locations. And this is where my floor beams are going to be resting on it. This wooden formwork here is all going to disappear because that's no longer needed. That was just to pour the concrete and to have everything nice and square. And the part that I want to actually show you and demonstrate in a way is the joinery system that I'm using for this construction. It's going to be a timber framing dovetail system. So here you can see some of those dovetails have already been cut in. We can also see here that these 2 beams have been joined with a dovetail, and that's nice and snug. That's not going anywhere. And we're basically going to be creating the whole structure in this kind of system. So I'm actually at the moment working on cutting these 2 middle beams that are going into the middle section there. We're going to replicate the measurements of those ones just on both sides of the beam. So let me take you around to where I'm working at, and I'm going to show you how this whole thing works. Now, I've searched the internet high and low, watched a lot of YouTube videos, and timber framing is difficult. It takes a lot of time. You need a lot of specialized tools. So I thought to myself, well, let's find a tool that we can actually do a lot of things with. So I found this Austrian company called Ligna Tool. Wait, let me just get a box so I can show you. So that's the Ligna Tool. I don't know if you've seen this before. I think on YouTube, if you search dovetail timber framing, you might find this company coming up with some demonstration videos. Now, there are demonstration videos that show you how to lay out and how some of those dovetails work, how the jig works, but I have not found a video that actually shows you humans like you and I using the tool so on a day-to-day basis. So that's what I'm trying to show you here in a sense. So this is the beam that I'm currently cutting. This beam is cut to size. And you can see here, I've already cut 2 dovetails where I'm gonna be joining with 2x6s to the other beam. Same over here, 2x6 and 2x6 on this side. And this is the end part of the beam. And this dovetail here, you can see that it's wider. It's because there's another 6x6 going to be joining the frame together. Okay, so what I have to do right now is I have to cut this size of say mortise onto the other side. So let me flip this beam around, put the camera where you can see everything, flip this beam around. The other thing we need to do on this beam is to cut a dovetail tenon on this side of the beam. Okay, so I'll show you this whole process, and yeah, let's have at it. Okay, so before I forget, this is the jig. Okay, so what it basically does is you have this stop on there that you place on the beam, and then you can adjust the right angle by basically loosening this two bolts, and then you can adjust it straight onto the beam to whatever angle the beam is at, because those beams most likely are not at a right angle. So you can adjust that here, and then you basically place a screw or two through these holes, which are not aluminum, but they're stainless steel. So basically it won't mar the jig that you have, and you have a lot of different locations to put them on. You do the same thing up here on top. Put the screw through here, and then here you have your center line mark. You line that up with your marking. This one you determine yourself as to how far in you want this mortise to be. So you line that up here. And you basically grab a screw. And you place the screw through, choose one of these holes here, place the screw in there to fix the jig. Okay, so this jig is not going anywhere right now. So this jig is about 3/4 of an inch thick, so this is not going to move on you.